What is up, you guys? Welcome to trading session number 35. We are experiencing new highs on the S&P 500, surpassing previous records set 2 years ago. That is the news today. So let's dive into some news here. S&P rose 1.1%, surpassing the prior intraday record of 48,1862, which was set in January 2022, so exactly 2 years ago. Meanwhile, Dow Jones Industrial set its own record at the end of last year, adding 360 points or 1%. NASDAQ advancing 1.1%. The smaller, more tech-focused NASDAQ 100 gained 1.4% to also hit a record high. So we are seeing record highs. We are seeing 52-week highs on certain stocks, and it's a great day for the market. You know, all three major averages are now in the positive territory for 2024. You know, we did experience a 19% loss in 2022, and you know, the S&P 500 really saw a consistent gain in 2023, posted a 24% gain as the economy, dodged a recession. And, you know, we saw inflation come down, and we saw the Federal Reserve really pause their rate hikes in December. And, that is really causing the market in 2024 to really, get some investor confidence. We did have some little scare this week with the Federal Reserve Chair coming out and saying it is pump the brakes. We are we want to cut rates, but we're not sure yet. We want to do it as soon as possible, but we don't know. We think investors are hoping for March is the first rate cut for the Federal Reserve to do to lower interest rates. But I think a lot of people, a lot of more knowledgeable investors are expecting it to be around the April-May time frame there. So we'll see what the Federal Reserve has in mind. I believe they're speaking in February, so we will have to see what they say and how the market reacts to what they say. But right now we are seeing quite a bit of a rally, and you see here on the 5-year, we'll also go over it on the Mogul Fellows portfolio right after I go over to something else here I wanted to go over. So fresh consumer data indicated today consumers are becoming more confident in the economy and inflation. So that is pretty much the news right now. For today, we are seeing record highs, a lot of 52-week highs on CNBC here, live updates. So if you want to look at this and read this in detail, I'll leave it in the description below. So let's now dive into the portfolio here. So right here, we're looking at the 5-year chart on the SPX, the main index for the S&P 500, and we see, a new high here at 48.3913. We have it trading right now at 48.3708, and you can see 2 years ago in January 2022, you saw it make, a high of, 48, looks like 48.20-ish range, right in there at range. So we are making new all-time highs for the S&P 500. If you look at the spider, the SPY ETF, the one we really follow, you can see that we are, we saw a, all-time high already on that ETF. So that is the 5-year. If we look at the SPY on 1-day chart, you could really see it popping here, and that's what created the all-time high today. Really investor confidence, coming out with the, new data coming out and everything. So that is the SPY. Let's go into QQQ now. QQQ also saw a high here, and it's spiking. Look at that chart. Both charts on the SPY and QQQ are seeing the 50-day moving average well above the 200-day moving average and still climbing. So that is the update on how the market is reacting to today's news. So let's go over now. We need to buy a position in Q since it's already making all-time highs. We really don't want to buy too much. And so we're going to be, purchasing just one share today because we want to, buy low, sell high. We want to get, a lowest average price as possible, guys. And, it's, making all-time highs. We would like to sell right now, but, it is really making that all-time highs here. And we don't have a big enough position to really trim. I mean, we could trim a couple shares, but why do that when we were trying to build the position? So let's go ahead and just buy one share right now. If we had, the whole 19,000 that we had coming in, the donation into Qs, I would definitely trim today as QQ is making a new high, but that's not the position for us right now. So let's go ahead and just buy one share. QQQ, buy one share. We are buying it at 420.90. I think we had our price around 406, so that's going to raise our average price, which we don't really want to do. That's why we're not buying so many. We're buying as little as possible, one share. Let's go ahead and lock that in. All right, we got filled at 420.92, and that brings now our position at 8 shares, and we have an average price at 408.26 now. Was at 406 just moments ago. Hopefully that comes down below 408 so we can start buying. Hopefully in the 300 range to really bring that average price down. But you never know. This could continue to go up. This could be, a new low for Qs, and it could continue to skyrocket throughout 2024. We don't know. That's why we want to buy here in case it does do that. But also we are cautious and only buying so little. In case it does come back down, we want to have enough capital to be able to buy and really drive down that average price. So we have 8 shares right now at QQQ. The update on Palantir covered call. So we have it trading at 16.55. That's better than it was yesterday, guys. Better than what it was yesterday. So we really want that above 17 as soon as possible. Hopefully, by January 26th. Hopefully that is around the 1770 range, in between 1770 and 1795. We don't want it to reach over 18 as our shares will get assigned, but we want it in between our average price and the strike price as possible. So then we turn around and do another cover call. The premiums will be a lot sweeter than they've been because we've been having to go far out and way out of the money to get a better premium, and that's not what we want to do. We want to do short as possible expirations, closer to end of the money as possible, to get a better premium and a shorter time frame on the expiration. So that's the update on Palantir. Now we're going to be diving into Open P&L. We really want to buy some deals here. We have over here, we have ExxonMobil, Tesla, Lockheed Martin, Walmart, Coca-Cola, and Netflix down on the day. We can see here that I don't believe I see any. We want to buy. The new thing we're going to do is we're going to try and buy now the stocks that we're down on, that are that we're not profitable on, to get a better average price. So let's dive into each position that we're down on. So we have Starbucks trading on the 6-month chart at a 63 RSI. We have Zoom trading at 55 RSI. We have ExxonMobil really down still at a 37 RSI. We have Disney at a 64 RSI. PayPal 78. We have Ford at 43. We would really like to build that Ford position as we have been buying oil, and we haven't bought Ford in a long time. Quantity 10 shares. We do have 10 shares. We're down a lot compared to other stocks. So I think, and if we look at Palantir, that is a 50 RSI. But if we go to Ford, 43, it's kind of at fair value, but we kind of want to add that position as trading below the 200-day moving average with that 50-day coming down to the 200-day there. So we're going to buy for a $10 buy today. We're going to go ahead and lock in a Ford buy, guys. Let's go ahead and do that. We have a quantity, $10. Order quantity 0.89526. That's the closest to one share that we'll get with a $10 buy. As a lot of stocks are trading pretty high compared to Ford and a Palantir, say. But yeah, let's go ahead and lock in a Ford buy. Let's go ahead and do that. All right, we got filled at $11.17 for Ford. So that is the trading session number 35, guys. We are not going to be trimming today. It is at all-time highs, but we really want to just keep building the portfolio more before we start trimming. Build that Qs position, as we really want to start profiting off that Qs position and adding back into the other 30 stocks. So that's pretty much our strategy right now. Building that Qs position, continuing to do cover calls on the Palantir position until shares get assigned. Then we'll figure out what we want to do. If we want to continue with Palantir and buy in again at a lower price than what we bought it at, and then do another cover call, or if we want to do a cover call on another stock. So that is our position right now to end this week, to end this trading week. It is January 19th. We're ending this week at an all-time high for SPX and a lot of 52-week highs for a lot of our stocks that we have in the portfolio. We want to trim, but we just want to keep our guard here and see what happens in the next week. All right, that is training session number 35. I hope you guys have a wonderful day. Hit the outro.